Good morning, friends. All right, so I have a little bit of a topic today. It's probably more of an involved topic, but I'm going to try to keep it pretty straightforward. The question is, what is a WordPress theme? If you haven't seen some of my earlier presentations on what is a plugin, what is responsive design, and some of the others, I might recommend you take a look at those first. They're rather short, only because some of the stuff I'm going to cover in this specific presentation is in relation to some of those, and I'm trying to keep things on topic and as short as possible. So I might recommend that just to help fill the gaps before you get to this one. However, do it whatever way you choose. So first thing that we need to understand in relation to what a WordPress theme is understanding the very basic of WordPress. And if you saw my earlier demonstration, I'm representing WordPress as a vehicle. Yes, an actual vehicle. And I should add, it is a very awesome vehicle as it stands. Okay, so there is the vehicle, and I'm going to just call this WordPress for simplistic purposes. Now, this vehicle, out of the box, is called WordPress Core. We're going to call it WordPress Core. Actually, I'll just say Core because I've already got WordPress here. And this core is WordPress untouched, unmodified, and the basic building block of anything else. Now, let's say that this automobile is fantastic as it stands, and it's everything you want it to be, but you know what? You want it to be a certain color. You want a specific functionality. Let's say you have a business and you want a specific type of quote request system, maybe an automated quote requester based on selected items, maybe a price is calculated dynamically and automatically, and a quote is actually written and printable and presented right to the client without them even having to call you. So that's something that could be a function, a very unique function to your business. Okay, so we've got color, which I'm going to put under design, and then we've got function. Okay, we got design and function. Now, obviously, color, and then the function, you know, could be again what I described. You know, specific types of specific controls for your end user, your website visitor, or you as a site administrator. So you can see the function can get very elaborate, and we want to, it's important to understand that and I'm going to cover this in the next presentation. I'm going to go over the WordPress administrative area and other details related to that. So, but for this presentation, we've got function and design as two major aspects of customizing this vehicle the way you want it. Now, what a WordPress theme allows you to do is take both this design and function and basically hook it into and layer it over this existing WordPress automobile. So essentially, you're not modifying this automobile, you're nicely layering things on top of it. And I use the word nicely, given that the WordPress theme that you are planning to use or creating or developing yourself is actually developed and properly designed in such a way that it actually integrates properly without conflict or issue with your basic WordPress automobile. Okay? So remember, this WordPress core is pristine, perfect, operational, exactly what it's supposed to be doing, but you're adding specific functions, you're adding specific design. For example, let's say you have a blog on your website and you want to present those blog posts in a very unique way. Let's say you want the images to fold and bend and be responsive on the page when somebody looks at your image gallery? Well, that could be designed and built into a theme. And if that was designed or built incorrectly, obviously it's going to give the appearance that something might be wrong with the WordPress automobile, where in fact it was just a theme problem and there was some programmatic error or some other errors with that theme. And the reason I bring this up is because I get a lot of clients that contact me and say, oh, they love WordPress, it's so great, but they had such a bad experience with it. And I go, well, tell me what happened. And very often they get, well, I installed this theme, and right there, I kind of go, okay, well, what theme did you install? Well, I got this free one from this website. And I say, okay, well, okay, so let's put 1 plus 1 together, okay? So as a business owner, you know, we're always striving for quality. We want to give our clients and customers the best possible experience. So I'm not going to say this is all cases, but sometimes a theme is not designed correctly and it causes problems with WordPress. And it has nothing to do with WordPress. Don't mistake the WordPress core for some third-party developed theme that made WordPress to appear problematic, because that's not the case. And I should say very, 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 very rarely is that the case, because WordPress in itself is a very stable and a very, very productive and modern website presence tool, and it is the best. And I'm going to tell you, it's not right for every business, because it's not, but 90 to 95% of the businesses out there today can utilize WordPress and WordPress themes adequately to develop a very professional website. Now, I always obviously recommend having a professional involved in the process, because it is very easy, because WordPress has blown up so big and there are so many themes available today, free themes, paid themes, artistic themes, custom themes for different types of industries and business. You get a large magnitude of quality across the boards, which is it's a beautiful thing that there's so many themes available, but at the same time, it's very scary that the quality assurance unfortunately doesn't stay in check very well. So back to the main topic. So this WordPress theme basically essentially creates the ideal perfect website that you need, the way that you want to present things, the specific functionality you might need. And if you saw my earlier presentation, you know I went over what a plugin is. And it's important understanding the difference between a plugin and a theme, because a plugin could technically actually be built into a theme separate, not actually as a plugin, but actually as part of the theme. In other words, you could have 50 plugins, all the functionality of 50 plugins all integrated into a theme. So when you install that and set up that theme, you're getting all that functionality you need right out of the box. So there are different ways and different aspects of developing a custom website with WordPress, but a theme is a very effective way to control functionality and design, but not mess with your WordPress automobile. And another very important example of that is WordPress constantly is being updated, security updates, functionality updates, other types of updates. And as long as that core is untampered and unmodified, the real purpose of using a theme, you ensure that you can always update your WordPress core, get the latest security updates, get the latest stuff that you need to keep this core, this automobile, intact. I'm writing security plus updates. So themes are a very, very technical and involved subject. The basic concept is not so difficult to understand, but when you get to designing custom functionalities and custom design elements that are actually modifying the appearance of your site and the functionality of your site, it's very important that the quality is maintained in order to ensure stability, security, and a professional online website and presence. So that, in a nutshell, is really what a theme is. I know I got a little off topic there, getting into the quality and the variety and everything that you can run into with themes, but I think this should help paint the picture pretty well and help differentiate a little bit what a plugin is and what a theme is. again, if you saw my earlier presentation on plugins, that would even help clarify this more. But anyway, so if you're considering on developing a theme or designing your own theme or anything like that, I highly recommend that you consult with professionals, us or someone else on that, only because it is a very dicey process, and it's very important that you get it right. And utilizing WordPress to its full capacity can work miracles and wonders for your business online. So just remember that 99.9% of the time, there was never an issue with WordPress itself. There was always an issue with a plugin or a theme or something else that was developed by a third party and was added onto your existing WordPress website. Thank you very much. I will be continuing today with some other great topics, so stay in tune.